Bruce Bain, how are you, my friend? Let's give a quick peek in at your channel. 52 subs. Did you hit the go live notifications so that you can set things in motion? All done. 52. Today, probably going to be just plain old everyday live stream. This evening, if things work out right, my good friend, the Empress of the New Earth, is going to come up. We're going to talk about, I don't think she knows what we're going to talk about, but I know what we're going to talk about. At least I know what we're going to try to talk about. What's up, Big Al? Going to talk about inspiration, being guided by inspiration. You know, our good friend Miss Flipper likes to call the Holy Spirit universal inspiration. It's a good word. Hey, Danny. It's a good word. It's a good term. Some people, because bad religion experiences, might have an issue with the term Holy Spirit. I don't anymore. I might have it one time. Danny says, hey to Big Al. But not anymore. Here's what the Holy Spirit is. It's different in A Course in Miracles than it is in other traditions. Remember, A Course in Miracles, even though it is viewed as being the voice of Jesus, it's not a Christian text at all. Hey, Nito. Sniper, how are you? Everyone's saying hi. Sniper says, greetings, beautiful souls from across the pond under the same skies. So, anyway, we use the term Holy Spirit or universal inspiration. Hey, Ellie. And that is basically just listening to, again, what Miss Whipper calls that universal inspiration. Hey, Vise. How are you, my friend? We all have access to it. No one more so than anyone else. However, the blocks of the awareness of that universal voice, for some, have been lessened. Hey, Abigail. Abigail's doing amazing. I'm glad to hear that. I don't think anyone's coming live this afternoon, but this evening, a friend's coming up. Probably says, could we maybe start with some breath work? Sure. Give me just a minute. How are you? How are you feeling, Marlon? Just to give you an idea of where to steer the breath work. Abigail's helping everyone. Mod, you are an excellent mod, my friend. Abigail says I go back and forth today. Who else is live right now, Abigail? Hey, guys, if you look all the way at the top of the conversation, you'll see, I don't know if he's still here, a new friend, Bruce Bain. He came in last night. He is, he wanted to get over 50, and now he is. But if anyone is not subscribed to Bruce, if you feel so inclined, please do. Support a new friend. Leave a comment, and I bet you he'll turn around and support you back. Big Al is modding one of his mates. He's streaming. Hopping in and out. Gotcha. Tina says, yo, besides peanut butter, what alternative flavor you put on your oatmeal? Sometimes I put a little bit of like a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon of apricot preserves. Nino, do you say apricot or apricot? Or maybe, depending if I have it handy, I might do another kind of preserve. I also put flaxseed. I put walnuts in once a day. I also put in bananas, and I put in blueberries. Hey, Ron says you can put in fresh pressed orange juice and let it sit overnight. Even simply cinnamon. I use cinnamon too. I'm running low on cinnamon, so I haven't been using it as much. Been sparse with my cinnamon. Apricot. I say apricot too, unless I'm trying to impress someone. If I'm trying to be fancy, I say apricot. That I will write about I'll write a letter about apricots and send it in an envelope to my friend. I'll put it next to the vase. That's my fancy talk. Hey, Sketch then. Don't know what you mean. Danny says, Yogi, I need breath work. So does Marlon, and he wanted to start with it. So we're going to do it. Guys, let me know sort of how you feel so I can steer the breath work in a specific direction. It says, Big Al can't deal with modding today. But it's a good thing you're here. You all can relax. Sniper says, I'm holding off on the solar void ant for next week's chat. I put something else together that ties yesterday's chat with 7 short stories that are all worthy of understanding the esoteric. Okay. I'm all for it. Whatever you do. I don't eat cream of wheat. I think you officially have to be 66 years old before you're allowed to eat cream of wheat or cream of anything, I think. So I got 6 more years before I'm finally reduced to the level of cream of wheat. I'm sticking with the oatmeal. Ellie says, I don't even want to go to school tomorrow. I'm sorry, Ellie. How's everything going? William is asking, Sniper says he doesn't understand. If I could disappear, that would be great, Eric. Not for those who love you, William. Jace is live now with Dan. Jesse is live. I hope they're having a good workout together. William says, so please, no cream of wheat. Gross. I gotta agree. I don't like things creamed. Nothing should be creamed. Nothing. Mark the guy says, you have psychic powers? You saying that because I'm bald? Because I have a big forehead? You think all people with big foreheads have psychic powers? I know that you think that. Do you know why? Because I have a big forehead, which means I have psychic powers. Just read your mind. Abigail says, yes. William says, it should be because I would be happy then. There's always that strange balance, though. You know? Is that tonight, Danny? I thought we were doing it on the 26th. I gotta double check. Have you talked? I haven't seen Chris live in a while. I haven't forgotten the breathwork, guys. Danny, have you chatted with Nature's Dog Realms? I better double check. I might be double booked. It's okay. Give me a second, guys. I was almost positive she said 26. I'll send her an email after the live stream. Hey, Michael. Mark says you and bald might have had something to do with it, but if your forehead looks pretty normal size. Huh. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Your forehead looks pretty normal size. Sad state of affairs when that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to you. Whoever says, I don't know, green bean casserole has, I don't like thinking about green bean or casserole in a single sentence. I think it has cream of mushroom. You know what? I do take that back. I used to like cream of mushroom soup or something, and it's made, well, I love green bean casserole. Michael, how many pages you got left? Oh, you seen her yesterday, and she said today? It'll be okay, Ellie. All right, Danny, you ready for breath work? Marlon, you still with us? Hey, Ellie, you want to do some breath work with us? We're going to be nice and calm today, nice and easy. Hey, Lucy. Ellie says, yeah, I really do. All right, we're going to keep the breath simple. We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to exhale for 8. Anna says, I'm ready. Hey, Anna. Thanks for being here. 13 pages. Oh, I thought you might have knocked out a couple. Are you going to write them all at once? So breathing in for 4, exhaling for 8. Exclusively through the nose. We are going to engage with that ujjayi breath. Remember, the ujjayi breath is making that ha sound as we breathe in, like we're snoring, and as we breathe out. And we're going to begin. You go ahead, close your eyes. Bring a little bit of attention to your belly. Breathe in through the nose, nice and easy, and watch how your belly rises. Exhale through your nose, no effort, and watch how your belly falls back. Breathing in, the belly rises. Breathing out, the belly gently, gently falls back. Do a little scan through the body, starting with your shoulders, letting them drop heavy towards the floor, relaxing the chest, relaxing your arms all the way down to the tips of the fingers. Your legs are relaxed, all the way down to your toes. Feel the ground, the floor beneath your feet. And we're going to begin breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath together for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let the breath go. Let it settle back into its easy and natural rhythm. Just sit here for another instant, letting that relaxation deepen. When you're ready, move your shoulders a bit, stretch, yawn, open your eyes, and I will see you back in the live stream. Love you too, Ellie. Michael says, hey there, Danny. Apologies for the late hello. I was getting my first cup of coffee for the day. Hey, Kamari, how are you, my friend? So I need to reach out to our friend, Nature's Dog Realms. To make sure what day. Give me 1 second. I'm going to send an email to Chris. One second. So I do have my friend Elise. She was going to come up today, but I know she would help me switch it. I did make a promise to Chris first, and I look forward to both. Hey, Sissy. Did I miss Carl? Hey, Stitch. It's all right. You are never late, my friend. Hey, Daniel. Daniel Phipps says, what's up? Not much, my friend. Daniel said hi. Hey, Heavenly. Heavenly said, Yogi Bear. So one of two things might happen tonight. I might be up here with my friend, the Empress of the New Earth, talking about inspiration, being guided by inspiration, living your life by inspiration, surrendering to inspiration. Hey, Carl. Hey, Becca. Or because of previous commitment I made with Chris. And again, I'm fine either way because I enjoy them both so much. We will be singing old TV theme songs and commercials together. Do you guys have a favorite TV show? Preferably old. I don't really watch TV anymore. Hey, Marlon, were you here for the breath work? Carl says, "Been good, everyone. Have an argument with YouTube. What's the argument, Carl?" I have not seen the tree short, but I'm going to try to get over there and check it out. It's been a good week for me. Monday, I had David Hoffmeister. He's considered he's considered a master teacher of A Course in Miracles. He immersed his life in the study of A Course, and then he lived it, and still living it, very much so. Pretty amazing. And he was up talking with me, of all people. Who would have thought? You're welcome, Marlon. On Monday. It was a great conversation. If you guys were there, what do you think? Michael says, Yogi, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, I'll be interviewing my seventh guest on my paranormal podcast called Whispers from the Past Paranormal Podcast. Awesome. Do you have it set up? Feel free to drop a link. Stacey says, blessed stay, sisters and bro stars. Welcome, Sissy, my friend. Just checking to see if I've missed everyone. If I've missed anyone. And he says, Yogi Bear, I won't be in your stream that much because I don't feel comfortable in here anymore. I'm sorry, Heavenly. Something that I did? I apologize. Danny says Blue Moon Tiger King. Becca says not too bad. Tiger King, hope you're well. Hey, Tiger King. Brother says I was into it 100%, but it helped. 4 in, 8 out through the nose, using that ha breath. Um, Try to do it on your own if you can, and you when you need to. Hey, Brian. Heavy says it's not what you did, Yogi Bear. I'm sorry you don't feel comfortable here, though, because that is on me. You know, if someone doesn't feel comfortable on my channel, it's entirely on me. It's not ever on anyone else. Situ says that's heartbreaking, Star. We look forward to seeing you. We do look forward to seeing you. I go way back with Heavenly Star. She's one of my favorite people. Uh, Makes me sad. However, I have to respect everyone's view, and certainly, if someone doesn't feel safe here, uh, I would no way want someone not to feel safe. Brian says, MS Night Watcher being here. He was here maybe a month ago. All right, it's on the 26th. Hey, Danny. Chris is coming up on the 26th, so 2 more days. So what makes me sad is I'm bringing up a lot of great guests, and they're all talking about similar things. They are talking about forgiveness. They're talking about love. They are talking about going through life with infinite care, tenderness, and kindness towards each other, towards themselves. That's the message of my channel, and that's what I do my best to live by. And yet, there's a whole lot of contention. Even as I'm talking to my guest, and as my guest is talking about forgiveness and kindness, and I look in the stream and I see people arguing and I see people fighting. I see very few people engaged with the guest who has been practicing this for 40 years. To me, that breaks my heart a little bit because there would be less arguing across the board and in the world if people really got their message. Our friend Goga was up. Goga talked about how he had his life threatened to the point where he was afraid to leave his house. And he overcame that through the practice of yoga. Danny, my friend, you could never do anything. You are the kindest person I know. Lucy says, absolutely, safety and respect. Lucy says, Little Blue Moon. Becca says, so sorry, Henry, sorry if I've done anything wrong. Becca, again, you are another one who's just incredibly kind. Super says, I'm feeling responsible too for not keeping Heavenly from feeling this. So I don't know what to do. Heavenly says, it's some people that are fight a lot. Some people who know they are is threatening each other. Is anyone threatening each other here? Am I missing it when I'm with a guest? Should I not bring up guests anymore? I was really hoping to take a channel in a little bit of a different direction for everyone to get the same inspiration that I've had in my life. So I know who is it that's threatening each other. Hey, Stitch. Danny, I don't think it was you. I think I did something, Stitch. I, man, all these truly, truly wonderful people are feeling responsible. Stitch, it could never be you. You are too loving and too kind, too sincere. Stitch, you are one of my all-time favorite people. Marlon says the problem is when I need it, then I'm not able to do it on my own anymore. One of the downsides of having a high tolerance to just about anything, but I got to try to do it when I'm not too bad. The key is set up a practice. And you reached out and you asked me to help you set up a practice. You never got back to me. Let me know when you want to do that. 3 times a day and then therapeutically as needed. Remember, it's not doing breath work when you need it is already too late. It can be helpful for sure, but doing it before you need it keeps you from having to need it or needing it less often. And then when you do need it and you reach into your toolbox, you get the perfect tool and it works even better. But you got to have that committed practice. Sissy says, I thoroughly enjoy the new guests so far and love everyone the same. Everyone here is insightful and loving. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you so much. Michael drops a link to his live stream tomorrow. He's going to be interviewing a guest. Lucy says, is it something I did, Heavenly? Whatever it is, just doing whatever it is never on purpose. Agreed. I think all of my favorite people, Lucy most definitely being one of them, I would never ever do anything on purpose. And Lucy, nope. I've never seen you engage in a fight with anyone. I've seen you like back away, but I've never seen you be aggressive towards anyone in any way. Thanks for dropping that link, Michael. If I'm asleep, I will try to catch it the next day or when I wake up. Marlon sending some love. Michael says, Heavenly, please understand they come here to learn from their own ego and what creates conflict. Oops. Carl says, certain people haven't protected me. I'm sorry, Carl. Becca says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, Becca. Marlon says, no, it's nothing that happens on your live, Yogi. Well, why would people skip my live if it's not something that happens on my live? Sissy says if they would pension to the host and guests, they wouldn't be time for riffraff. I agree. Heavenly says, Katie, I love you, little sis. Me too. And I love you too, Heavenly Star. Some people have been fighting outside my lives. Like I says, I think it might just be people who aren't mods that it's causing the complications because I can't think of anyone here causing issues that isn't easily resolved. I agree, Michael, that most of it is easily resolved. How many years you've been a yogi for? It's a good question. I read a book when I was 11 years old, Teach Yourself Yoga, and I taught myself the best that I was able. In my 20s, and I continued practicing sporadically, but still always coming back to it. In the 1980s, when I was in my 20s, I started practicing self-realization fellowship from Paramahansa Yogananda, his wonderful book, Autobiography of a Yogi. That's when I really began thinking of myself as a yogi. So for much of my life, for easily 40 years now or more. Becca says, I love you, Shiny. Marla says, make it safe for everyone here would mean much heavier moderation. And I know you want to do that, Yogi. Yeah, it's hard. The fights do happen on Yogi Bears, but not the threats. Well, I'm glad no one's threatening anyone here. Danny says, Yogi, last Monday a troll came in here, called me fat. That not nice at all. Hey, Danny, do you have Facebook Messenger? I would If you do, let me know. You can message me. If anyone ever is ever not nice to you on my live stream, I don't care who it is. I've only timed out a few people myself. I would time them out instantly. I know Squirrel Sniper would too. Danny says, haven't seen Jason in a while. He popped up Friday, maybe Saturday too. Carl says, you all make me cry. I'm sorry, Carl. That is not our intent, my friend. Sissy says, Brother Jace is... Yeah, I heard he was streaming with Dan. Brian says, sorry, sir, wishing you all the best vibes. So I got to admit, on my end, I'm moving to the call of my own heart right now. And I don't know where that's going to take me, my channel, and those who support me. I always hope to have conversations like this where we get to sort things out. I'm actually glad, Heavenly Sir, that you brought it to my attention. I will certainly do my best to make everyone feel safe, protected. Hopefully, you're always going to have some fun. Hello, Praveen. Whoever says I just ate some toast, so now I'm going to lay down, try to sleep through the rest of the day. Get some good rest, William. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Marlon says, I was waiting for you to reach out to me. Thought when you didn't have time. All right, well, let's fix that, Marlon. Let's fix that. Let's set something up for this weekend. How's that sound? Hey, Sue. Sue says, Yogi, Becca, Soul. Sue, I'm digging the Hawks. She says hi to everyone. Carl says, no one protects me. Carl, we do our best to protect everyone, the best that we're able. I know Sniper does. Brian says, I just protect myself, Carl. I don't expect anyone to. He says, sir, when I come to Maryland, we will together do friendly running and also play cricket and football. Definitely yes for the running. I don't know about the cricket and football, but definitely running for sure. We can do some kettlebells if you want. Marlon says, people skip your live because it's frequented by people around which they don't feel comfortable. I can understand that. That's going to happen anywhere, though. Sooner or later, if we start skipping more lives and more lives, there's always someone, something that is going to be the trigger. The key, and I always try to point this out, the key is to make ourselves trigger proof. We don't have any buttons anyone can press. The only way we can do that is when someone comes up and they're pushing our buttons, we examine the button, not the person. That's one way. The other way is to know that all we ever have is our interpretation of those people. And our interpretation is always wrong. We would love to insist that it's right. I know, because I know. The thing is, what we know is our interpretation. We can't do anything more. We don't know what someone else is thinking. We don't know what events in their life have caused them to think what we think that they're thinking. Maybe I went too far with the thinking. So if we knew that, if we just knew that, what's up, Brian? How are you, my friend?
Not a lot. I'm good. How about you?
Good. I'm good.
That's great. Glad to hear that. I just decided to come on and say hello to everyone.
I appreciate that, Brian.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, hold on one second. We're talking about channels, positive channels, and I'm glad you came up because you're a great example of positivity and a positive channel. Always appreciate what you do.
Thanks, Yogi. I'm just on here so to put the messages out so people can awaken and not get stuck, like I said earlier, dating the ground. It's what we do when we don't realize the things that we do that hurt ourselves. But we do them anyway,
True.
and I still do them a little bit. I still smoke cigarettes sometimes, and stuff like that. But I'm here really to show people we can level up our life no matter what situation you're facing. You gotta believe, and you gotta take small steps that lead the way every day.
So what's your YouTube secret here?
What's the you say secret?
Yep. What do you do? You get sometimes you get a few trolls coming in. You get people making comments that aren't always that friendly. Um, what do you do to handle it?
Well, I do like Napoleon Hill was saying, just be defenseless. Don't even react to them. Starve the negative energy just by not even speaking. Like, why waste my time? I'm valuable. I'm not going to waste my time on nonsense just because somebody else has got something bent that they don't even know. And like you said, they don't even know any better half the time. It's like a
It's true.
2-year-old.
Right.
If a 2-year-old comes up to you, sticks his tongue out at you and all that, are you gonna be like screaming at him,
That's true. That's a good point. Thank you for that, Brian. In yoga, they're called samkaras. Samkaras are emotional prints, emotional imprints that we have in the mind. And whenever this happens, we have an automatic reaction to it. And it gets deeper every time we react, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. So we don't really have a choice. Someone pushes our buttons and we automatically dive in. So whenever someone on the other end is presenting you with something, we always react with those emotional imprints in our mind. But at the same time, those other people are doing the same thing. They can't help it any more than we can help with our reaction. So the key is awareness, to just be aware of what's going on in our mind and know that the same mess is going on in someone else's mind.
I agree. Yeah, you have to become aware of the patterns. Like, I still have to work on the not reacting thing because of like the way my father was, and that can be a tough one when you come from a family like that. And I'm not gonna go into details about it, but sometimes my dad was a maniac. Like, I heard a story that my mom told me it took like 10 cops to get him down, and they couldn't even fit the cuffs on him. This was a
Um,
long time ago. And
right.
my dad, supposedly, he woke up in the hospital with some of those cops. This was from like the 80s. So, yeah.
Yeah, your dad was a big guy.
Yeah. So the story was they pulled my mom over and they said she was drunk and they pushed her and she was pregnant with me, I think it was. And my dad snapped. And that's how that happened.
Well,
But I won't go into any more details about it. I'm just telling you a little bit where I'm coming from, and I have to work on the anger stuff. Like, it comes a little bit, but it gets better. You just have to believe and let the small steps lead the way to achieve every day.
agreed, very much. I'm glad you're getting a whole lot out of Napoleon Hill.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes though it's too much. Sometimes like I haven't listened to few days, but sometimes like it's almost like perfection a little bit. It seems like when he says, "Oh, don't do one thing that's gonna, you know, you know what I'm talking about, like ruin
Right.
whatever you're trying to do." And sometimes I'm like, well, we're not perfect either, but Because I still smoke a little bit of weed, and if Napoleon Hill was here, he probably would say, "Oh, that's not good for you."
Probably.
Yeah, I know he probably would, but I'm trying to I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I just like to take a few hits sometimes if I need to. Maybe not every day, but a few times a week, 3 to 4 times a week.
Um, yeah, I have mixed feelings about it. Not, I never think it's bad. I think it's a good tool, um, and it can be very helpful for a lot of people. But the key with every tool is use it only as long as we need it,
Yeah,
and then we rely on the mind itself. But um, like I said, it's definitely a good tool to have. It can help you be a little more creative, help you relax. It can ease pain. Um, so it's be very, very valuable for a lot of people.
right. And one person was telling me, guy I play with this dog. Her name is Valentina, but he's like a neighbor. Well, he lives little ways away from me, but anyway, he was saying, just a little bit's okay, but when you put too much salt in your food, it ruins it. So you really don't need as much as people think. You just need a little bit, like how we were saying less is more yesterday.
Right, right,
So I think that's the thing that people don't understand about weed. They think that when we were younger, when we were teens, and I was in high school, we used to think that we had to smoke blunts and joints and big bong bowls and all that every day. That's what we did. And it's not necessary.
right.
Yeah,
I've been there back in the day.
yeah,
I'm going to say something to our friend Tiger King, and if you want to add in something too, let me know. Tiger King is talking about wanting to show people, specific people, that he's a good person, and I don't know if you can show people that you're a good person. Just be a good person.
yeah.
Sure.
Be good to yourself. That's where it starts. It starts with you. Everything starts from within us. And I know we're in these bodies, but we're really the spirits, like
Agree.
energy. And we choose the energy with the tool in here. You got to use the mind, and that's how when we got to reprogram. Sometimes when we get a little jammed into the mixed beliefs, and that we are not our thoughts when we have those negative ones. Like Napoleon Hill says, he says when the negative thoughts come, tell yourself, "I am not the thought," and then you restart, and go from something positive. Something
Thanks.
that I worked on,
Um,
and yeah,
thanks for that, Brian. I appreciate that.
yeah, you're
Um,
welcome.
and let me add on there with Tiger King. We talked about this yesterday too. The key is just relaxing. As Brian said, be yourself. The only way you can really be your true self is when you relax and you're not putting in so much effort to always show people anything. Just relax, show up, enjoy.
Yeah, and you're right about that, Eric. Because sometimes, like, I wasn't always myself either, and I'm working on it still. I'm just something that I'm working on. I used to think it was cool to have to do certain things. Like I think you kind of get where I'm coming from.
I do.
When you start maturing, though, you start realizing, like, oh, I don't have to do this to be cool, or I don't have to have these Jordans, these brand new Jordans. Like, I used to be like that. I used to have all these new shoes and new clothes. Like, that's just the way I was. And now I just realized it's just, it really doesn't make a difference because when I die, am I going to take it with me? Unless I'm going to be buried in it. I mean, you know,
Hey, Heavenly Star says, Brother Lane, much love and respect.
appreciate you, Heavenly Star. Much love and respect to you and Jacob and your family as well. And there was one other thing I wanted to say, and it was about Squirrel Sniper. He's a great speaker, and honestly, I'd like to be able to speak more like how he does. He's calm, cool, like we were saying, calm, and he's being himself, relaxed.
Brian, I've been watching you for a long time now, and every single live stream, you are more relaxed and you're more calm, and you're putting out a beautiful and positive message uh, every time. So, as you were telling Tiger King, just keep being yourself. You're you're definitely getting there, Brian.
Yeah, yeah. You just gotta relax, be yourself. You know, it all starts from within you and how you interpret who you are, who you believe you are. Like,
Have you
and
ever thought about doing a live stream like this?
yeah, honestly, I was just thinking about this a few days ago, and I was gonna talk to you about it, but when we went live, I was a little bit I had to get the turtles in because we had a storm, and my mind wasn't thinking about it. But yeah, I was kind of having the thought of maybe doing this. You know, and if trolls want to jump in, they're welcome. I'm probably just gonna ignore them or just shoo them away by just not even.
Right.
But yeah,
Well, let me know when you do. I'll definitely come by and hang out.
yeah, yeah, that'd be great. And yeah, I haven't saw Jason in a while on here.
Um, he popped up Friday, but as people have pointed out, uh, not everyone's coming around, and it's okay. We're all moving in different directions. Uh, I'm kind of heading myself in a entirely different direction. Things got bumpy for a bit for
Yeah,
me, and I really thought about why I started my channel and was I doing exactly what I set out to do? And I found that I wasn't. That I was sort of steering away from my own message of wanting to teach breath work and yoga, wanting to help people feel better about themselves, wanting to practice A Course in Miracles. Uh, so that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to bring up people who are better teachers than I am, and I'm going to have them talk. Uh, Not interview them so much as just enjoy their company. And so that's what I've been doing. Some people uh, like it, others haven't so much. So, I think it's going to shift a little bit, different
okay.
directions.
But I think you're doing a great job, Yogi. You always are. I mean, it's your channel, and you do what you intuitively believe is best for you. Just don't make things that's gonna steer you right, and you know this. And it's the same with me. I gotta do it, and I gotta be myself, like we are saying. And yeah, but
Um,
I think you're doing a great job, Yogi. And everything passes, so nothing's gonna last forever. Just like this moment, right here, right now, it's gonna be dead, and something new is gonna come along. And that's the thing about life is everything is just temporary here. And the thing that I'm really the most attached to, and I think are the two little guys, the turtles. My energy is with them. I know that.
um, yeah, for sure, definitely. And as I mentioned before, it's what I love is seeing how much love they show you back.
Thank you. It's a good thing, and I know that those turtles will probably live as long as me or even longer. So that's the thing I like about it most. And I definitely, long as this thing is beaten here, I'm not gonna get rid of them. And I tell you that much. That's the one thing that I'm probably not gonna change is keeping those guys, keeping them healthy, happy, and around. That's one thing there that I can't change there. That I feel like that I might have an attachment to, because I mean we all have attachments.
Sure.
We all do. Like I get up and I work out every morning. That's kind of an attachment a little bit.
Our friend Tiger King wants to know Brian's turtles. Your names, the names.
Teddy and Snuffy.
As far as attachments, here's what I believe the Buddha would have said. It's okay to have attachments as long as you know that they are attachments, which you do. You know what I mean? The key, like you were saying before, is awareness. So it's not that we don't want to form attachments, it's that we want to know that they are attachments
Yeah.
because that level of awareness changes everything.
Key to awareness is to know that you're attached to it. Like me, sometimes like one of my bad ones is a coffee with creamer and sugar and a cigarette or cigar. That's my bad one sometimes. That
Let's see. Hope you don't mind that we dive into the chat, answer some questions, you and I.
okay?
I appreciate your insights and the advice that you offered, because you and I have a lot in common, but we've also been through a lot of different things as well. So
Yeah.
your experiences are going to be different than mine. So you're going to be able to help people in a way that I probably won't be able to. So it's great to have you here.
And I'm here to inspire anybody also listening that's thinking of doing YouTube. You know, just do it. It's just like when you start doing it, you just got to start. So just like when you go to a pool and you know the water's cold, you just got to jump in. You see what I'm saying? You just got to dig in. You just got to start. That's how I did it. And of course, I've had people tell me, "Oh, look at his eyes. He's on dope or something," you know. But do they know me? Do they know any better?
They haven't been.
God is with us. We're all creations, and God knows what's really going down. So that's where I tell myself, don't worry about it. Don't worry about these people saying, "Oh, you look doped up," or you're they don't have a clue what doped up even really is.
They haven't been through what you've been through. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the key word, through. You got through it. You came through the other side. Hey, here's a question for us. Guy in Hood said, let me ask you this. Why you guys are getting away from any attachments? So why would we want to get rid of or get away from an attachment?
Well, because I mean, you don't want to be stuck. It's just like a ghost being stuck haunting the place. That's the way I see it. You got to move on, and it's just not healthy to be stuck to stuff. I mean, of course, unless you're like David Goggins or something, like, I mean, I guess he's like attached and he's like really successful at what he does, but there's karma to it, every situation, you know.
It's a good answer. I love that ghost analogy. The reason why ghosts haunt things, they are attached to that which is already gone for them. So again, it's not that we're saying we don't form friendship or you don't have love or you're not uh, that you don't cherish something in your life. You know that everything in life is temporary and is changing,
Yeah,
even
we're
as we try to hold it.
travelers. I'm sorry.
So go ahead.
That's something that I got to work on too, not waiting for people to be done speaking. I'm not perfect, but I like this. I was only thinking of it because when you're saying that, there was a thing my Muslim friend said. We're all travelers to this earth. That's what the way they believe that yeah, we're just travelers. Nothing is permanent, and yeah,
And that's the key to attachments. Again, you can love it, you can cherish it, you can hold it, just know that it's temporary.
And
When the Buddha said that life is suffering, he actually said dukkha in the Pali language, the original language.
yeah, Yuka.
Yeah, what he meant was that life isn't suffering because it's hard, because it sucks. Life is suffering because we hold on to that which is changing, wanting it to stay the same. When we feel good, we always want to feel good. When we feel bad, we can't wait to feel better. Uh, Instead of just experiencing, as you said earlier, actually in the live stream, uh, being present. Being present in the now mean that you get to cherish something, and when it's gone, you might be sad, but you know that that's just the way life works.
And and another thing, like for instance, if you're obsessed with something, the energy can push it away. Like if I'm obsessed with a woman or something, it's like the energy is going to push her away. It's just the way it works. I realize that. You know what I'm saying, Eric?
Yep, I do.
It pushes people away when you act obsessed. It's just like an energy. Nobody wants to have it. It's just,
Um, our friend Michael Burkeen has just announced that he went to middle school with a girl whose name was Lasagna.
lasagna.
Yes. I'm not so sure I would name my kid after food.
I wonder if she dated Garfield.
It's a good question. But any answers to that, Michael? Guy in Hood says, I think one, don't have to have any qualifications to do some good. I agree. Whether you're successful, you can help people financially. I agree. If you're not, give wisdom. I agree with that. Take wisdom and move closer to one truth. I agree 100%, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Michael says, Lasagna was not Italian either.
wow. I wonder what background it was from.
My sister and brother-in-law had a dog they called Taco.
Taco. Okay.
Let's see. Hey, do you guys have any questions for Brian while we're here talking?
Another thing I was gonna say about attachments is also as a kid, like I was attached to video game. You do that too long, it ruins you. You just like you don't have time. You're not doing all the other things that you're supposed to be doing. So that's another reason why we shouldn't be attached to things.
I agree.
Because then it leads to addiction. And that's where I believe as a recovering addict that I have to keep that saying in my head that attachment is the root of all suffering. It definitely was as a recovering addict. Because yeah, when I was stuck on that stuff, it was definitely suffering. And maybe I didn't see it that way, but I'm sure the people that saw me could see that I was, and yeah,
Becca says, I get attracted to many things. There's nothing the matter with being attracted. But, as Brian was saying, it's when it becomes all consuming, when uh, you're not being spacious, I think is a good word about it.
yeah. If you have addicting personality, it's definitely not good to be attached to things. That's really where I'm coming from, because that's how I was. I mean, not everybody has the addicting personality, but
I
for
do.
people like yeah, people like that though, I think that we are really successful people because we are doing like you're an everyday legend, Yogi. You're here every single day. So,
Oh, well,
but
thanks for that.
it has success to it, but then it has a downside too. Everything has karma, so like we always say.
Um, and I try to be careful. I can I can allow myself to be consumed by the things that I do. That uh, I can dive into. Hey, Jace, I can dive into meditation and meditate 3, 4 times a day. interspaced with yoga, and I could do that for days and days and days on end. Um, and the people around me might end up suffering a bit um, because I'm less engaging than I should be. So I've become very mindful of that. Um, Jace says, Eric and Brian, Jace is here, by the way.
Hey, Jace. That's what I was asking about, and there he is.
Our friend Adam, Percolated Fish, says, I can tell Brian's been tested by the fire, and he came out golden and with lots of pearls of wisdom.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And with these pearls of wisdom, it's just like we were saying before. I just share it on because, like, why am I going to keep it locked in here? Why would I do that? You know, I love myself and I love this world, so I like to share it out. You get
Agreed.
out what you put in. You get what I'm saying there.
Yep. Jace, how was the workout?
Did you work out with Dan?
Jace is waving at everyone.
But another thing, like attachment. So if you're so obsessed with wanting to come on Yogi's Live or something, we'll say, it might push it away. This is something that I believe, like, for real. Like, somebody else might be on there. I mean, it's just something that I believe when we're stuck on something, it pushes it away sometimes. That's why, like, I try to be like this, Yogi. It's good if it happens, or it's good if it doesn't happen. See what I'm saying?
I do.
Because
I do.
if you're not lined up like that, you're obviously going to be feeling some type of way if whatever it is that you want isn't going to happen. You know, you got to get over it. And that's where, like we were saying before,
How long has it taken you to arrive at this point, do you think?
how long did it take to what now?
Where you've gotten to this point where you're a little more, it's a little easier to let go of stuff.
It took me a while. Like, I'm still working on it, but it probably took, like, I mean, I'm 36 years old. I mean, it probably took about 35 years, 35 years, 34, 35 years. I mean, I'm still a little bit, it's something that I'm working on. You know, we're only human here. Nobody's perfect. So, like, this is why I call it leveling up. If I can work on it, I can level up, or I can leave it and go downhill. So,
Right. Jace said he had a good sessions. The dumbbells did it in 50 minutes. So nice. Hey, what do you think about doing those man makers?
that's one that I may need to try. I've done one similar before, but not in a while. I get some more dumbbells. I mean, I got a set of 10s and I got one 15. I don't know where the other 15 went. And I got some old barbells, but the screws are kind of stuck right now. I may need to dip them in oil. But yeah, it looks like a tough one.
Yep. By the way, Heavenly Star said that she had some. What was it? Got a perfect art for brother Lane. So I think she did a drawing for you.
Okay. Well, appreciate it.
Jay says, I love the man makers. If I get kettlebells, you're in trouble. We could do a Sunday kettlebell session, Jace. Kettlebells go great with burpees. You can do swings and
Yeah.
burpees, all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, the other day, Eric, I did a 110 unbroken Navy SEAL burpees. That was a record for me.
Well, how did you time yourself or just?
I think yeah, I did time it. I wrote them down, but I don't know if I got it in front of me. I just might. Hold on a second. Um, I thought I had it here, but I did 100 of them in like almost 15 minutes, but the 110 it was probably like 16 minutes.
Well,
I forgot. I wrote the time down, but I can't find the pad that I had it on. Yeah, I don't know at the moment, but it was like around 16 minutes, 17 minutes probably.
hey, Adam says if you soak something in Vaseline for a couple of days, it will completely remove the rust with a wire brush.
Hey, that's good to know. Vaseline. I know that it's like lubricant stuff. Is it like the same kind you can get at like Walgreens or somewhere?
Yep.
Yeah, I did have some. I don't think I have it anymore, but that's good to know. I'll just get some more. You can get it at like Dollar Tree even too. So
Right. Hey, let's see. Jay says, Brian, you have changed over the last 6 months, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Big love, much respect, and pure positive energy.
hey, I really appreciate it, Chase. I'm just working on me. You know, my self-worth every day is the most important thing with the recovery. And I know you guys saw me on here doing little short videos like 4 months ago with the workouts, and I was skinnier and all that. And yeah, I was on the drugs. I was going downhill a bit, but I'm back up there, and I realized that that wasn't me there, and it's just because like I don't need all that to be myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, rumor has it that there's going to be a collab that we've all been waiting for.
Oh, tomorrow, Duncan Walsh.
You hear that,
Yeah,
Jace? What time?
yeah. Doing a 205 pump Navy SEAL burpees. 8 o'clock my time. It'd probably be 9 for you, and it'd be
Yep.
2 o'clock for them guys over the. I'm gonna say how Squirrel says it across the pond.
Across the pond.
Yeah.
Well, 200. Are you going to go for time to see how long it takes, or are you just going to get them done?
Well, I mean, we can. I mean, I don't have a watch like some people do, but I mean, we can watch the clock. I mean,
I think Duncan's a big clock watcher. He likes to see, he likes to push himself. He wants to see how fast, how hard he can go.
yeah, that'd be great. And today I was supposed to do one with Dave Williams, and he said he broke his hand or something, so that's not going to happen
Jace
probably for a
says,
while.
but Jace says, Jeep up, Ryan.
I really appreciate you, Jace, and thanks for noticing and keeping up with me. It means a lot to me for you to tell me this stuff that I've improved the last 6 months, because I think I can agree with you too, but I really appreciate you telling me this, because
It's always nice getting that feedback from someone that we admire,
yeah,
and respect. And Jace is definitely someone that we admire and respect.
yeah.
Jace says we are in this together. I've been looking forward to you and Duncan. Like I said, the fastest, most explosive people for sure out there. Everyone brings something a little different. Um, but for sheer explosiveness, you, Duncan, Paradox, and you remember Tony Hand?
No,
Um, man, I can't remember Tony's channel. He was from Great Britain. Um, really, really fast, explosive. If you see if I can find his channel real quick.
so can I tell you my secret, Yogi?
Yep.
You know how I pass my old records? Yes.
Guess
I don't even try at all. Just happen.
I can see
I'm
that.
not even. I'm not even. Honestly, I'm not trying to be fast. But listen, last year when I used to do the 100 Navy SEALs before I'd go to work almost every day, the more faster I'd try to do them, the slower the time went. Can you believe that?
Um, you're pretty relaxed, and even when you're getting your reps in, uh, you have this relaxed explosiveness to you. So I could see how that would work for you.
I'm not even really trying to beat no times. I just been trying to just practice like unbroken burpees. Like I wanted to get back up to 700 as my record of unbroken. I did a few days ago. I did 555 unbroken,
Well,
and I did 555 unbroken two pumps a couple days ago. So
I thought for sure that you and Duncan would do Navy SEALs together because I think that's his favorite.
yeah, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And it reminds me, I got to set up the live for tomorrow. I got to do it here in a little bit, so the reminder's on, so you guys are notified.
Awesome. I'll be going live this evening with my friend Empress of the New Earth. If you get a chance to stop by, though, drop off. Make sure to drop the link.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
How?
see about
Go ahead.
I'll see about stopping back again.
Todd Pemper says, "Let him know he looks good, looks fit. Great job, man."
Yeah, I really appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Hey, Lee.
And
Lee's.
the other thing I've been trying to work on, Yogi, more is not worrying about how I'm looking, but how I am inside. It's like something that, oh, I don't gotta look, but you want to feel yourself spiritually, and because that's what we are. These bodies are just temporarily. We're not going to take them with us when we die. So
This is true. There's a great line in A Course in Miracles that says, "I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me."
and I think that that's the problem with nowadays is there's a lot of people lost because they're stuck into money. They just think that that's the only thing. They worship it like God. It's just,
True. This is true.
yeah. And that there to me is a problem. I mean, if you ask me.
I agree. I mean, it's hard to argue that if you look around the world and you see the mess that has been made just for the sake of chasing after money, and it's never made anyone happier. Look at some of the richest people in the world, and they are absolutely miserable. Some famous people get everything they think they want. They end up tragic figures. Look at John Belushi. Uh, look at so many athletes who just have really bad lives outside of the sport because they don't have that knowledge of who they truly are.
So I think there was a Neville Goddard quote here. I believe it was, and I learned it from Elmer O'Locker Jr. He was the grandson of Elmer O'Locker, and he knew Neville Goddard in real life. But
Oh well,
it goes like this: if you can't be happy at the bottom, you will not truly be happy at the top.
nice. I like that.
And I believe that there is real too.
Our friend William says,
If or what's William saying?
uh, conditioned to worship via the fear of missing out and or not measuring up, I would short of murder do near anything to live a communal monistic lifestyle. We need to explore that, William. Praveen says, thanks to God, after 11 years of service, first time not posting in my home city, Kolata. So now I will be staying inside campus space. I will do my duty back home like a normal duty. That's awesome, Praveen. So in short, I mean to say for the first time, no morning PT, yoga sessions, now mandatory for me to attend. Relief for me after 11 years of continuous yoga. Gotcha.
And the other thing I was wanting to say is like if you have to have material things to be happy, yeah, you're not really happy. It's like it's all within you. You can create divide. we can pretend we even have $1 million, Eric. We can do it. How will we feel? You see what I'm saying? But we don't need to. It's like a placebo, but we don't. You get what I'm saying there?
I do. Yep.
Like you can do it with nothing. You can be happy with nothing pretty much. I've done it before.
I have. And I'm learning to do more so every day, learning to let go of more and more. Hey, Itchy says, what if you can't pay for healthcare? Then you get money. Wouldn't that make you happy? Think of it. You really should. Well, science has shown, psychology has shown that there's base levels of happiness, that we always return to that base level no matter what happens. People win the lottery, they're no happier than, maybe at first they go out and do a bunch of stuff and the fancy car, the great home, but they return to that base level of happiness each and every time. So, what we're talking about here is not the happiness of having something, but the abiding happiness that lasts, that remains, no matter if you gain something or no matter if you lose something, that you have this level of joy. I think joy is actually a better word sometimes for me than happiness. Happiness seems conditional, but you can have that level of joy no matter what happens in your life. And I've seen it.
Yeah, that's exactly. And yeah, you're
Hey,
right. A
John.
lot of people they'll win the lottery and they won't be happy really because like they might be buying a lot of coke and strippers or whatever it is.
Now you're talking my language, man. That's the only thing that does make me happy, right? Everyone knows that.
What is that?
Coke and strippers.
Yeah, it was something that I probably would have the same way, but it's something that had to let go. Like
Um, so that's to me the whole outcome of meditation has been, hey Sebastian, that I've uncovered this steadiness of joy that doesn't go up when I'm riding high, doesn't go down when I'm riding low, that it is all persuasive. It's always there. Sissy says, oh, 3:30, so you can do longer sessions with guests. That means you look forward to many more interviews and backstory sessions with you right here on Just a Yogi. Well, thank you, Sissy. Thank you so much.
show you guys fossil.
Oh, well, what is that of? Do you know?
I found it in the creek. It's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it is. Well,
Also, I found an arrowhead looking spear there too. But I left that there and I hit it, but it's down there.
Adam says, me personally, I've never been so happy and so poor.
And that's another problem, Yogi, is boredom. Boredom is like what creates, like, it's what really messes people up for temporary pleasure over, the discipline thing. It messes them up because they think that the discipline thing is boring. So they go and do the temporarily, things that give you temporary pleasure, or, it could be drugs or alcohol.
Right. Hey, Sissy
Yeah.
says that looked like a crinoid star fossil.
Oh, cool. That's nice. What did you say again?
CRINOID star fossil.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, might be worth looking that up. Ron
Yeah.
says,
Also got crystal clear quartz.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I got a little one here too. I keep it
Cool.
in my hand as I talk a lot of times, or my meditation, my japa beads. I like having in my hand as
Hey,
we talk.
Yogi.
Yep.
Guess who I meditate with every day?
Teddy and Snuppy.
Yeah, but this guy
Oh,
here.
nice. Meditation frog. I like that.
Yeah.
I got a great shot of a toad this morning. I I just thought it was going to be a regular, like 6 seconds of a toad. And as I was filming it, a little ant crawled by and that tongue darted out. And the toad, it's actually, I have it up on a short right now. A couple more I'm going to post too. It was pretty cool.
I believe it.
Was that your
Because when I had American toads, I'd put the superworms out and
Yeah, that's what this one did.
yeah, and also if you got two of them and one gets the worm first, the other one will come after the other one and start sticking his tongue out at them. It's kind of funny watching.
Let's see. Jason says boredom is only the inability to relax. I like that. Darren said that joy is a tough one. I always tend to borrow trouble, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I don't like feeling like that. Hey, Darren, what if you truly, truly knew that there was no other shoe? No other shoe. That it can be. You're absolutely right. That could be absolutely miserable to go through life. Something good happens, and we think it's not going to last. The other shoe is going to fall. But that's the difference between joy and conventional and conditional happiness. In conditional happiness, there's always a shoe. Something. It's eventually you're gonna, as you said, it's temporary. We're always going to lose something, but there's a joy. In the Bible, it's the joy that passeth all understanding. And you only can get that when you start discovering who you truly are.
Forgot I had my food here.
Hey, Brian, where's that quote from? Oh, I'm sorry, William, where's that quote from? William says, hey, Baldies, how are you? And Jace answered, all good, thanks. How's you? Thanks for answering for us, Jace. Jace speaks on behalf of all Baldies everywhere. Jace has been elected the spokesperson of Bald.
I guess I'm kind of bald now, but I leave a little bit of hair at the top because when I was in prison, I learned how to cut hair and do bald fade. So
Jace says, I was the first one bald. I'm not so sure about that, Jace. You and I have to have a bald off one day.
So, do you still have hair, or is it just like?
I still have it. I keep it in a box though. I pull it
Okay.
out every once. I pull it out every once in a while to look at. Yeah, I can grow. Actually, I can grow hair, not here, but not much here. But it'll still grow.
Okay.
Hey, William, I know I mentioned this before. Have you read Thomas Merton yet? You ever read Thomas Merton, Brian?
No.
I think you would really like him a lot. He was a Jesuit monk, and one of the first people, even though he was a Christian monk, to bring Eastern philosophy to the West. And he passed away weeks after a visit to Tibet, 1969, I believe, when he had a experience with a lama who pointed out it's called Dzogchen. Dzogchen is the branch of Tibetan Buddhism of clear seeing, where you drop away all perceptuary awareness and you just are. And someone led him through that. And he knew that the reality, the isness of God. And I think 1 or 2 weeks later, he passed away.
Wow. There's still a book that I was gonna read that you told me about, but I didn't get it yet. The Sid Finch one, the one about the Buddhist guy who played baseball.
Yeah, awesome book. I love it. William says, bald people, even women, are more attractive. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, William, I think you would really like both those other books. It's a concise teachings of A Course in Miracles in 12 lessons. Both of them, I believe, only have 12 lessons. So people who aren't ready or don't want to dive into A Course in Miracles, you can get a great understanding and living presence of the Course itself by those 12 practices.
Hey, Yogi, I think I'm gonna finish eating. Gonna get out of here. But was glad to be on here today.
Me too, Brian. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Appreciate you letting me
Yep,
come on here and talk a little bit.
always. You got it. Looking forward to you and Duncan.
Yeah, I'll see about coming on your live later and leaving the link. So do that, and yeah, I wish you guys all a blessed day. Remember to get out and stay active, even if it's just a 5-minute walk. It's good to feel alive. That's how I feel.
I agree. All right, my friend. Thank you
All right,
again.
Yogi. Take care.
Salute. We're gonna head out in just a minute too. Sissy says, Brian, share your channel for Tiger King, please. We'll see if he pops in the chat. If you ain't stepping, you ain't repping. Agreed. Great quote from Brian. Anna says, thank you so much, Brian. I always love when Brian comes up. Brian's been a good friend for a while. Yeah, Brian has an excellent channel, Tiger King. So love is letting go of fear, but which quote? Are you talking about a particular quote, William? Lee says, Abigail, when you came on Yogis and sang. Mine too. I love that moment. All right, guys, in just a minute, we'll wrap things up. I will be back at 5:25 with my good friend, Empress of the New Earth. I have been really good friends with her for over 20 years now. She's been a tremendous presence in my life. She's been there for me when my mom died, when I got divorced, when my dad died, when I lost my jobs, when I lost my cars. She would show up, groceries in hand, knowing exactly what I liked. She was actually my boss at one time.
Hello.
Hello. You are the reason why I hung out for a few more minutes because I was hoping that you'd stop in and say hi.
Well, the reason I came on was so that Sissy's got time to drop Brian Lane's link. Just we're all working together. It's connected. So I've been away for a little while. Just explain where I've been, what I've been doing, where I'm at. Nightmare. So basically, I started to look at a few things in history and the past and the solar system and all these different things. And obviously, there's this thing called 3i Atlas, as I explained to you. This crazy comet that's up in the stars, traveling towards us. Currently just passing Mars. And it's got so many anomalies. And it was like, what is this thing? So I did the usual thing of started to investigate and look and got sort of like taken in by it. Well, then it appears that there was another one, C 2025 R2 Swan, another comet that's just so much bigger, like 100 times bigger. And it just appeared from beyond the sun and it's heading towards us as well. And then it developed a little bit more, and there's actually 12 objects that are heading towards Earth at the moment. One's past 11, so there's only 11. But I got really hooked up into this situation of 3i Atlas and all the talk of what it could be and what effects could happen and energies within the solar system. And I came to realise everything really is connected. Every single thing, whether it be animals, plants, humans, the weather, we're all interconnected. So when we do something, we've got to realise it has an effect on somebody else every single time, whether that be positive or negative. Every single time, whether we have a thought, whether we do an action, whether we say words, they all mean something. They all do something. They're all influence in a certain way. Sniper, he's been a massive advocate of energy and resonance. Sissy, same thing. Lucy, another one, same thing. Adam, same thing. They've all got these elements and these parts to them. And that man there, the bold one, the one that hasn't got much hair. Let me try and
The
find
one
a
over
little
there?
bit. The one that's trying to find a fluffy bit now. Hang on.
That one over there.
Anyway, I was just saying, the bald guy over there that's got no hair. Yeah, but everything's connected. Everything has energy. Everything has resonance. Even the scientists are now starting to realise that even the chemical makeup, atoms, they've got energy and resonance. Everything's got the same patterns. So we've got to be mindful that we've got to be in this together. We've got to stay strong. We've got to stay together. We've got to work together. So if you do something and you upset somebody and they say you've upset them, appreciate that they say you've upset them and make it right. It's so easy to do it straight away. So obviously, my time away. Apologies. I say sorry to you all. This is part of my family. You're all part of my family. You're all my friends. All the people that I rely on. And we're only as strong as each other. So let's be there for each other. And if you do get distracted or upset by something, raise the issue, clear the issue, move forwards. Simple. It's really easy. I'm back.
Beautiful message. Thank you, Jace.
Cheers, bro. No worries. Leonard, hello, my friend.
Hey,
Squirrel,
Leonard.
you know how it goes, bro. Much love. There still might be some things that cause us a few issues. We just don't know. One thing I would say to people is preparations. Be prepared for simple little things. So make sure that you've got a candle. So if there's no power, we'll experience power cuts now and then. Where do we keep the candles? So have those little things put in place. A little bit of food put aside. A few bottles of water put aside. A few blankets. Simple little things. It's that little bit of planning for preparation for situations that we might face, and it works the same with your mind. If you know something's going to come up that you're going to struggle with, prepare for it. Get yourself ready for it. But remember, you're prepared. You're not going to struggle as much as if you wasn't prepared, and that goes for everything in life. And that's my message. Much love, much kindness. 4 minutes 42. I've kept it under 5 minutes. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Jace.
Happy Wednesday. It's wonderful, 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 wonderful Wednesday. Wonderful, 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 wonderful Wednesday. I had to get that out.
It certainly
Be good,
is.
people.
Thank you, Jace.
See you all
All
later.
right, guys. Our good friend Jace. What a good day. Brian Lane and Jace all in one shot. Man, gotta love when that happens. Two of my favorite people. Two people I consider brothers. All I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Lee, I don't know exactly what's going on. Abigail says, can everyone praying for me? Prayers for you, Abigail. Always, my friend. Tiger King, I don't always see everyone's question. You know this by now. Sissy says, prayers, Abby. Hey, Kat. All right, going to wrap up just a minute. Remember, my friend Empress of the New Earth is coming up tonight. Friday night, I'm singing commercials. I almost forgot. I didn't forget that I was going to be doing it this month, but I forgot that the date was the 26th. Danny thought the date was today. So now we got that straightened out. We're going to be singing commercial TV theme songs and commercials with Nature's Dog Realms. Man, I love hanging out with Chris. And let's see. Saturday, we'll do some singing. Thursday night, cards with Lucy. Sunday, we'll hang out with Adam. We got some other people who are in negotiations for coming up. Course Miracles students. I got some Buddhist instructors, teachers. I got some great meditation and yoga people that I'm in contact with. I want to bring back some of the people that we've already talked with. Tom, 100%. And others as well. But I'm going to give them some time. Don't want to push my luck with David and Tim. But I could talk to my friend David Plath hours on end. All right. So, hey, Lee, I don't know what 100% what's going on with you guys. We can try to work it out. I'm happy to maybe mediate something with you guys. Let me know. Remember, we can talk a whole lot about a whole lot of stuff. I know I use whole lot of times. We can talk about a whole lot of stuff a whole lot of times, but it all comes down to one simple practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is the game changer. It's a Zen moment of coming back to the present, now, and now. It is not letting someone off the hook. It is not saying I'm sorry. It's not saying that you were right. It is saying that I choose to see you in the original innocence of who you are. It's the essence of Namaste, the light, the divine light within you. I recognize it and I salute it because it's the same light that's within me. I recognize that you have struggled the same way that I've struggled. Maybe the struggles have been different, but the struggle has been the same nonetheless. We've all been left heartbroken at one time or another. I see all of that, and in the light of that, I choose to offer you love. Doesn't mean that I particularly have to like you. Doesn't mean that we're always going to get along, but it means in that magic of forgiveness, I'm leaving everything else behind. But the love that I have, that I share, that is you and that is me. This moment. Jay says, rediscover the love. Amen. Amen. Jace. Thank you for that. Kat says, so you coming back up, sissy? Oh, wait a minute. Kat says, so you coming back up, sissy? I thought maybe you'd start finding your own lives. And Sissy says, my next visit as a guest will be much different and more prepared. Well, you'll be the first. I've never been prepared for any one of my lives. I just wanted to be more casual the first time, and it was my first time. It was honored that you chose me to come up. I'm honored. Anna says, thank you so much, Yogi. Thank you, Anna. Forgiveness. If you forget those three, then just remember forgiveness. That's all that comes down to. All it comes down to. There's magic in it. Literally, there is magic in it. But it's a practice. And we practice until we're good at it. When are we going to be good at it? I'll let you know when I get there. But every time I practice it, I touch upon the perfection of God. I touch upon the perfection of love. Every single time I practice it. There's no imperfection of practice. There's just how many times we have to keep practicing until we remove all the little stuff that blocks our awareness of our connection. Kat says, yep. Yep. All right. Kat says, bye. Sissy says, love you, Jace, and see you again soon. I got to go too. A few things to do. Make something to eat. Again, I'll be back up. Empress of the Earth. Come hang out with my good friend. She's just been a lifesaver for me. Probably will be again. Agape Omni love to you as well, my friend. Thanks, guys. See y'all later.